there are 4 types of tissues in the human body. There is the epithelial tissue, the connective tissue, the nervous tissue, and the muscular tissue. To start with, the epithelial tissue creates a protective border for the internal human body to protect from the external environments. So 2 examples of what that might look like would be the skin and the lining of the respiratory tract. So anything you might breathe in from the outside world, it wouldn't immediately, infect the body and cause disease or possibly kill you. And the same thing with your skin. So if, rain fell and you didn't have your protective layer of skin, any bacteria that was in the rain wouldn't get into your body and your system and cause infection. The next type of tissue is the connective tissue. So the connective tissue supports the internal tissues in the human body and the organs. There are actually 5 types of connective tissue. Each tissue can either be fixed, or it can be mobile. Fixed and mobile. Yes. Fixed and mobile. Fixed means that it will stay in place. Mobile means that it will move. But there is loose connective tissue, which is located right under the skin. There is dense connective tissue that is like ligaments and nerves and tissue that just covers the muscles, and the muscular tissue that covers the muscular tissue. Excuse me. And then there is there's loose, there's dense, there's adipose, which is actually fat. The white fat would be found, there are 2 types. There's white fat would be found in mostly in adults, and then there's brown fat that's actually found in infants. And then you have, after loose, connective, adipose, blood, which is made up of this extracellular fluid that's actually called plasma, that actually is very mobile through the body. Blood is. And then the last one is supporting connective tissue. The supporting connective tissue is the cartilage and bone in the body. So there you go. The next type of tissue are the muscular and the nervous tissue. They're both very different from the other 2 types of tissue. They do have some differences between them, but the thing that's similar about them is that they both send messages. They send messages to the body from the tissues. So it's pretty cool. But the muscular tissue, there are actually 3 types of tissues. There is the skeletal tissue, there's the cardiac tissue, and then there is the smooth muscle. So skeletal, cardiac, and smooth muscular tissue. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. And then the nervous tissue is tissue that covers and protects the spinal cord and the brain. So both the muscular and the nervous tissue sends messages to the brain, for different things that had happened in the muscles or in the spinal cord. It's very interesting, or throughout the body. But yeah, that's all the 4 major tissues in the human body. They're again epithelial, connective, muscular, and I keep forgetting epithelial, muscular, connective, and nervous tissue. Sorry about that. Yep. So that's all 4 of the tissues.